Exactly. Oh, welcome everybody. We have Hatakamara here today. She
Hello.
tweeted the show asking, I don't really know how to stack. I don't really know how to pull. What we're gonna do here is give a little bit of a demonstration. We're gonna fill the rest of the team with passive bots, and we're going to stack, and we're going to pull, and we're going to attempt to double pull. And yeah, Hata,
Kidoki. Hello.
so Hatakamara and Nameless Noob are huge parts of this community. I believe Supa is your friend too. Yes.
Yeah, he's how we actually found like the show .p because he was listening to it before us.
Yeah,
And
I talked to him when he initially started, and he messaged me, and he said he did that himself. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick heroes here. Let's assume that we are doing a tri lane. Okay, so we have a carry already. We're going to pick up. I'm gonna pick up, say, Treant Protector, and maybe
okay,
go ahead and grab a Lion for yourself.
yeah,
We're trying to recreate the setting that we are supporting somebody in safe lane, um, and we're playing on the Radiant side, and we are going to stack and pull in the Radiant jungle. So entering the battle, it's going to be filled with passive bots. Wow, the bots are taking their time picking. That's funny.
yeah. Is I think I've noticed that it happens a lot more recently.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so normally, and I'm gonna do this anyway. I'm going to buy the courier because I'm the hard five. I'm the treant protector. Okay, you are the
Mhm.
zoner, and then I'm gonna make sure to grab tangos. I need these tangos for double pulls, um, and for you,
I usually
tangos.
buy like yeah.
You have a salve of tangos. I think that's good. Maybe a ring of protection too, so you can because you can't buy a ring of protection on the side shop, and you want tranquil boots.
That's true. I never thought of that. I've always just left the base with extra money.
Mm-hmm. But may as well grab that ring of protection, 2 armor, and then you don't have to worry as much about having the courier bring you the ring of protection. Okay, so we always want to note the time. We are at 37 seconds. We need to constantly be looking up. I'd say every 5 seconds, if you can make some internal clock, look up there every 5 seconds and notice the time. We are going to get a double stack at the 1 minute mark for this game. And of course, if we were playing in a real game, we'd maybe be contesting runes. I don't know, I'd probably be placing a ward here, a pretty common spot that you see. You can see wards here. You can see wards even here. Or Gorgon's favorite place to ward being there. Okay, so the game is starting.
Yeah.
We want to be careful about walking through our own jungle because we don't want to block any camps, and they spawn at 30 seconds. So we wait. Let's just wait here till the 30-second mark hits. And then we will go in and we will position ourselves to stack, and we will go through each and every camp and when to pull them, to stack them. Not pull them. Pulling would be pulling the creeps, but it's 27 seconds, 28, 29. We don't want to block this camp. Now we can move in, and we can go ahead. We can't get the first pull, and usually we don't want to get the first pull. I mean, it depends. It's such a highly variable game, but you want to keep the creep equilibrium on the first pull. Notice the time, 45 seconds. I'm going to hit the centaur on the head at 53 for this camp. And bonk, and now I run straight down. And you've got to run with me and get out of the spawn box. Bonk,
I'll
and
also depend on your hero speed. Like slower heroes like CM have to pull them
soon you don't.
earlier.
It's a minuscule amount. Notice I'm at 300 movement speed, and you being over here did stop the camp. We didn't get the stack, as you can see.
Yeah.
Now we're paying attention to a different number, that it's 122. I know a wave spawns every 30 seconds, so I know a wave is about to spawn and start heading this way. And I want to pull the wave in here and then hopefully up there. Now, when I pull this camp is when these creeps, and this is Cyphus's knowledge, hit this tree line. So, okay, they're there. I bonk them on the head, and I run them right in here. We may have missed a few creeps here. Oh, no, we got all 4.
Ooh,
Okay, so
yay.
we want to hurry and run in here, okay? And this is where the tangos come in. We let our creeps beat on the rats here, and when they're attacking the last one, See how there's 2 more to go when they're attacking the last one? I'm going to pull these mud golems in. And now these and they're going to get pulled right in through the trees, kill that one, and now we just got a successful double pull. This does not push the wave. This will pull the wave. And as you can see, look at where the creep equilibrium is now. So there's a pull. Okay, well, we missed our 2-minute stack. Now we need to wait all the way until 2:30. Let's go on to a different camp. This would be what we would consider our medium to large camp. Golems can spawn here. Wolves can spawn here. Get out of here, Centaur. Oh my...
You mean Juggernaut?
Really? Or Juggernaut? Okay, so we're going to hurry and make it down here. And this is our other hard camp. This is a really easy camp to pull. I'm going to bonk the Centaur on the head at 52. Bonk. And then I'm going to run out of here. You got to run with me. And we just run pretty much straight into the lane. And it looks like we got our double stack.
Yay,
our
tomato.
first double stack. So, yes, and the tomato. That was something I heard just recently. Okay, so now we're noting the time again. We know that in 15 seconds a wave's coming, and we want to do the exact same thing. We want to double pull is what that's called. And this time you're going to do it. Remember, when the creep wave hits this tree line, the end of this tree line, attack and pull them through. So watch the wave. And this time, let's see how it works out.
Am I gonna try double pulling or just
yes,
this?
We're gonna try. We're gonna try double pull, but first let's go for regular pull. Now run in and okay, good, and run toward the creeps. Run toward them, and there we go. You missed one. That's okay. Hey, that's great. And now these creeps are gonna attack, and then you're gonna want to pull this camp up here, this last mud golem in when they're fighting the very last one. Okay. This time, you may want to wait a little bit, because notice only 2 creeps are attacking. So maybe about... Yeah, that's good. And now...
Oh, no!
Oh, no!
No, come back!
Very close, and that was my fault if you noticed I hit the creep. Let's go back to that camp that Juggernaut sabotaged. Our passive bot Juggernaut. And let's figure out how to stack this one, because this one's a little bit weird. And especially if you're playing a mid like Shadow Fiend or something like that. Sacking this is important as a support. This can provide him 6 souls in some cases, maybe 7 with a double stack. So this one we want to hit later because the wolves tend to want to go back home sooner, and especially with this one. So I'm going to bonk these guys on the head at around 53 seconds. So 53 hits, and we run. And we run straight this way.
Okay.
And see how they went back? We missed it. I hit them too late, and we didn't get a double stack. These are, in my opinion, the hardest camps to stack, because you got to kind of know when. So what we just learned is that hitting these at 53 seconds at 300 movement speed is not the time to hit them. You want to hit them more around 54, 55 seconds.
Okay. It's just because there's like so limited space to like walk around and bring them.
Well, they will only go. They will only chase you so far. And they have to be out of the spawn box the second that minute marker hits. Notice what the time is. Yeah. It's 5:29. What's waves coming? Let's try and go for a double pull. This time you're going to have to use a tango probably. Remember, the creep waves hitting this tree line. We want to then attack them. Creep waves hit that tree line. You attack, and then you run toward the creep wave. Good. And you just caught all 4.
Yay.
So now you want to run right back into the pit. And you need
tango the tree.
New tree will be spawning. You could tango another tree, just in case. But okay, the creeps are getting close to attacking their last. Okay, they're attacking their last foe. Hurry and pull that mud golem and run in. And now attack this creep. You want to kill that one. And now look, you just did your first double pull. Had those golems been cleared out like they should have, that would have been a more successful double pull, but it was still good nonetheless. Now let's try and, once again, stack this pesky camp and see what the timing is if you're moving relatively slowly. Right now it's 6:30. We don't want to spook them. We want to wait. And let's see what time is going to be optimal. You go ahead and try. Notice you're a ranged hero. You don't have to kind of dunk in there like I do.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and hit him at 54. Right when 53 is about to switch over to 54. And then run straight toward middle. Okay, there you go. Run straight toward middle. And let me make sure I get out of the way. And it looks like you may have got it. Let's see. It's really close. It's a really hard camp to double stack, and once again we fail. As you can see, notice how far the wolves will chase you. It's not very far.
It's not really far at all. So I have to do like even later.
Maybe even later, or maybe a titch sooner.
Okay.
Well, I think maybe if you would have hit him, maybe 53 is the time. Noticing this time, we want to get our creep equilibrium back. Notice our creep equilibrium is here. We want to keep our creep equilibrium around here.
Okay.
Okay.
Not by the tower.
We want to keep it as close to the tower as possible because that means our carry is getting as much farm as possible. Notice the creep waves. We want to pull them when they get here. They hit the threshold, and we run for the creep wave. This time, wow, a little too soon maybe. And the reason for that is maybe with these rats, know to pull them a little bit sooner. And as you can see, it's highly nuanced. And it looks like these rats are going to beat the creeps, and that's a good thing. Also, another thing...
That way we don't have to double pull?
That way we don't have to double pull. And let's also go ahead and deny our own creeps. We want to stop them from getting possible experience. And you also want to try and get the very last hit on these creeps, because as a support, where do we get our farm? Through stacking.
Yeah.
Especially me, as a treant, like in a 5 position, you would be more in the lane. But this is important. Okay, we notice it's 8:28. It's getting close to the time to stack a camp. That creep is good. Here's centaurs. We're going to go ahead and stack this camp. This camp is easily the most easily stacked camp. We're going to bring it straight down. Well, that wasn't straight. Straight down. And I'm going to bonk him on the head at 52 seconds. 52, 53, 54. On this camp, it's not a super big deal. We're just going to walk straight down. And as you can see, these creeps decide to follow you for longer, and we just got a double stack. Now we're going to go for a triple stack on this hard camp. We are going to go for 3. We have a passive bot running through, doing passive things. Notice the time. Okay, well, it's 9 minutes and 10. There is a creep wave we could have pulled.
But they now, blocked the...
Yeah, they killed our tower, these passive bots. And...
Not very passive.
I feel like the pulling is pretty straightforward. When they're attacking the last creep, go ahead and try and pull the other ones in. Yeah. This is a harder thing. We have 2 different types of creeps. We have wildkins and we have centaurs. That means there are more things that we need to get out of the spawn box. So I'm going to hit this one a little bit earlier. I'm going to hit this one more about 51. Like right when 52 is switching over. And as you can see, they all try and shuffle out of the pit. And so long as nobody's in there, and nope, that wildkin stopped our triple pull, or triple stack. Okay, well we could go up to the dire jungle, or we could focus on getting a triple stack, which is down here, which is a very easy camp. This camp here, being the large camps for Radiant, these camps being the medium camp, and these being the small. Small, even as a jungler, you generally don't want to mess with them. But here we go. Okay, Hatakamara, you're going to get the triple pull on this. I'm going to get out of the way. So
so 51?
I'd say about 52. Okay. Go ahead and hit these, because there are only 4. As you can see up there, we had to get 5 things out. We only have to get 4 things out of the spawn box this time.
That's true.
So 52, right when 53 is about to hit, and keep running, keep running. And
no, Ricky, don't do it.
He didn't. You just got your first triple stack.
Yay.
This is huge. This is a huge gold influx for anybody. We obviously can't take it, and that's why we leave it for our carry. We're creating him space, getting him gold. And honestly, I think this concludes the Radiant tutorial for stacking. Let's go ahead and mention once again these medium camps. We need to pull them a little bit later because they're not going to follow us for as long. These hard camps, luckily, are the easiest camps to pull. This we'll go ahead and try and triple stack this before, but you have to worry about teammates running through the spawn box. I don't know exactly the spawn box. It's kind of a feel. You'd have to ask Gorgon or something. We won't get a triple stack on this probably because Omni Knight's here. But there you go. Perfect. And now we're just going to pull, and Omni Knight is going to stop us from getting our triple stack and may die to the neutrals. So note to self: don't do passive
Don't
bots.
play
Just
with
do
Omni-Knight.
no bots.
Yeah.
And we didn't get a triple stack.
We would
Hatakamara,
have though, I think.
was this helpful? Do you think this is something a newer player? Because I know you're one of the newer players in our guild. Does this?
Yeah, I mean, I just started last summer playing Dota.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
It helped because like I just didn't. I mean, I knew how to pull. I pulled differently, but
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't know like about which tree or when to cut down a tree, or
Mm-hmm.
because I would always just creeps would die basically before I could
Yeah.
pull the other camp. So that helped
Mm-hmm.
me figure out how to do that.
And there are a lot of trees. Notice, this tree works. Okay, that tree works for a tango. This tree works for a tango. This tree, on the other hand, works for a tango. So pretty much all three of these trees right here will work to pull this camp through. And Hatakamara, thank you for coming on. I hope this was helpful for anybody who thought the jungle was a little bit mystifying.
Yeah.
As you can see, there are passive bots running around, and they truly are passive.
They're cheerful. They're happy we finished the
They are.
tutorial.
But we got a triple stack, we got a double stack, which should have been a triple stack. Omni-Knight ruined it. And we pulled a couple times. You got a double pull off. And really, pulling once doesn't do your team any good. That's one thing that people at our skill bracket don't realize. It's actually going to make the creep equilibrium more like up here by pulling that camp. Whereas if you double pull and all of your creeps die, you can get it more like here. So look at the difference of space that you create for your team.
Yeah. So like you say, you should never single pull, really?
Okay, a single pull is good in the moment. As you notice, a single pull will pull the wave down to, your tower, but then it's going to push to their tower. So it's kind of fickle. It's good in the moment, bad overall.
Okay.
A double, and always pull, but always hope to get a double pull. Don't ever hope to just get a single pull and that's it.
Okay, yeah, that's something new that I've never even considered.
Unless you want to push. Unless you want their creeps to come into your tier 1 and then you to just push them right back to their tier 2 with like 3 or 4 people. Then that's a tactical push. But what we're focusing on is how to support our carries. I know you play a support role. I know I've seen you on Tide. You played a great Tide with Ursi, that game against that Techies. I was watching that game.
Oh, that one was like 80 minutes long.
Yeah, it was really, really long. But this is just kind of the basics to understand what the hell these areas of the map are and why they are so pertinent to the game itself.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Hatakamara.
Well, thank you so much, Roland. It was really nice having this tutorial thing happen so I could finally understand.
Thank you.